Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's Mark Johnson, running Maverick, the Money Maverick, Active Dad. And a lot of you guys probably been wondering, what does Active Dad mean? What does Running Maverick mean? And what does Money Maverick mean? Um, I was a realtor for 9 years ago. I was a realtor in the GTA area, and I was selling real estate. So my wife came up with that name, and I used it, and it stuck. Running Maverick, I also run. I am a track runner. I run masters. I'm 43 years old, so I still run track at my age. And there's a lot of men and women that run plus 40, plus 50, plus 60, plus 70 track and field. And they actually do field events too. They do like javelin, long jump. I've seen some 80-year-olds do long jump and javelin and discus, and they actually have really good technique. They can really throw far, even though they're older in age, which is, age is just a number. It really doesn't mean anything if you're really strong and you have technique, because you can really, I've seen older men in their 70s throw a javelin like 30 meters. And if you have no technique, you can't even throw it that far. I don't care how strong you are. Like, the javelin just won't go through the air properly. So I'm an athlete, and Active Dad is where I started a page on YouTube called Active Dad, where I was teaching males and females how to be good parents, what raising kids is all about. Because you guys know I have 4 children, me and my wife, married 12 years, and we have 4 children in the GTA area, and they all live with us, and we both live together. So it's a big deal, and it's a lot of work. So I have a page called Active Dad, and definitely that's what I was sharing: how to be a good parent, how to take care of your kids, or just the experiences that we have with raising 4 children. We have from the ages of 11, 10, 4, and 2. And yeah, raising kids is no joke. There's no autopilot. You just got to do what you got to do and try your best, right? Like, nobody's an expert, which I ain't, but I'm learning every day, and every child is different. So that's where all those different names came from: Running Maverick, Money Maverick, and Active Dad. And like I said, my name is Mark Johnson. I'm in the GTA area, Toronto, Canada. I live near Toronto, like an hour north of Toronto. And I'm sharing my life with you guys. So I hope you guys love this content. Hope you guys, if you don't, it's okay. If you do, share and like this video. Subscribe to my page, and it will notify you whenever I got a new video. And I'm trying to do as many as I can for you guys to just educate you and build this community. So today was a really busy day. I don't really like going down to downtown Toronto. Downtown Toronto is very busy. My wife loves it, so we decided to go downtown today, and yeah, it was a lot. We parked at Yorkdale. I don't know if any of you guys out there know Yorkdale Plaza or Yorkdale Mall. It's a huge mall in Toronto. A lot of times you don't know how old that mall is, but I've seen some postings on Facebook that mall's like from the 50s or 60s. 1950s, 1960s. That's when the mall first opened, and it still looks amazing. Well, I know they updated it and they upgraded and everything like that, but the mall is huge, and it's always busy. So we usually go to the mall, maybe do a little shopping or walk around, and then we use the TTC, and we park at the mall. And so we went downtown, and yeah, the subway was always a feat. It's always amazing, especially the new trains that they have there, where you can pretty much see from one end of the train all the way to the other end, but you're still in the train. Like, you have all those train carts or whatever you call it that are like open on the inside, so you can see all the way down the train, the middle of the train. It's pretty amazing. I swear it's like maybe at least 150 meters all the way down, and it looks like a long tunnel, but you're in the train. It's crazy. Anyways, only those that know about the Toronto new trains would actually appreciate it, where you can see all the way down from one car to the last car, and all the people that's in the train. It's pretty cool. I love it. But yeah, taking the subway down, and then getting off at Union, and going down to Queen Street. Walking down Queen Street was pretty a feat. We walked down Queen West, made our way down past the CDTV old building. I think it's actually closed now. I don't think anybody's really using it. I don't know what they're going to do with that building. I think it was 299 Queen Street West. It's still there, but I mean, CDTV got bought by, I think, Rogers, and now they moved someplace else. So they're not even using that building anymore. And that old car that's on the side of the building that's coming out the side of the window, side of the wall, it's still there. Pretty cool. The wheels are turning and everything like that, but I don't know what they're going to do with that building. It's very historic. I don't know if they're going to tear it down or going to build condos there or what the deal is, but you know, condos are popping up all over Toronto nowadays. So at the end of the day, they might choose to tear it down or build something on top of it or use some of it and put condos on top of it. I don't know, man, but like Toronto's really booming. Like even during COVID, people thought that Toronto was gonna go down. Like people were gonna move out of the city, and yeah, people moved out of the city, and yeah, people sold their places thinking that I don't know it's the end of the world or whatever. But Toronto's booming again. Like I couldn't understand how people were gonna say that Toronto's gonna be finished just because of COVID. I don't see how that was gonna happen, right? Like Toronto is a bustling city. Like a lot of people may not know where Canada is, but they all know about Toronto. So around the world, you'll ask somebody about Toronto and they'll like that's the holy grail. Like that's where everybody in the world wants to come to. They want to come to Toronto where it's like the most multicultural city in the world and it's safe and not dangerous. And at least if you're gonna leave your home, you might get home in one piece, you know? Like Toronto is like the paradise for some people. Like they want to come here and live and grow their family. And you know, I love Toronto. I'm born and raised in Toronto. I live north of the city, but at the end of the day, like I said, I don't like the downtown just because of the hustle and bustle. But again, Toronto's home to me. A lot of my family still live near Toronto, and I don't mind going there. It's just the downtown is crazy. Like parking, like I said, we park at Yorkdale. We don't park downtown just because it's so expensive to park downtown. And so we had a good time on Queen Street. You know, we took the streetcar. We even saw a new spot that we might want to open a cafe in. You know, I know you guys seen some of my videos. We have a cafe up in Barrie called Patty and Pop Cafe where we serve jerk chicken. We serve patties and rice. We serve many different things. We also serve breakfast sandwiches, breakfast, Jamaican breakfast on the weekends. And you can come check it out. It's 121 Wellington Street West in Barrie. And we have a nice spot up here. And you could come by and say you saw the video on YouTube. But again, we saw some places downtown. And the funny thing about it is downtown Toronto, the rent is ridiculous. Like Toronto has like the highest rents in all of Canada, especially with commercial spices. And so we saw these trailers that were like pretty cool. They're like truck trailers. You know, you've seen those some of those trailers where people are making homes out of them. They're making businesses out of them. Anyways, this guy had a business down there or a spot. He bought the whole lot. Like I don't know if he leased the lot or he owns the lot, but he has some trailers down there and they have businesses down there and there's different businesses that are there. And so we were looking at one for the shop, our cafe, and the rent was crazy. It's like $5,000 a month. And which isn't that crazy if you actually think about the prices downtown, but it is an up and coming spot. And you got to make sure that you have first and last 3 months up front and pretty much be ready for business. So even on my page, you guys are going to learn about business. You guys are going to learn about parenting. You guys are going to learn about life. I'm going to share some of my experiences, stories, and stuff like that. So I hope you guys love this content. And so with business, you definitely have to make sure that you have enough money for your overhead. We even asked a couple guys there, are you making any money? And they're like, no, we're not making any money. We're hoping for the summer. And this is winter right now. We're talking December, end of December. And they're hoping that the summertime is going to be busy, but they're not making any money right now. And so you always have to make sure that you take care of your overhead. You take care of all your expenses, but then you don't make no money until those things are paid. So again, that's an up and coming thing. We're definitely thinking about other locations, but definitely you have to know you don't want to reach your hat too high and then you can't get it. But definitely that's something that we were looking into. And definitely we're going to also look for investors that want to do some partnerships and want to grow business too, because that's what we're all about. Me and my wife are always thinking about business. We're always thinking about not working for the man. You know, we're going to do our own thing and definitely thinking big. A lot of times in life, because of life situations, we sometimes dummy down our dreams and we stop dreaming big. Meanwhile, I want to push everybody out there to dream as big as you can. You got one life, you might as well live it. And at the end of the day, you want no regrets at life. Like nowadays, I'm seeing people passing away in their 40s, 50s, 60s, and I'm sure they have a lot of regrets, stuff that they didn't get to do, some stuff that they wish they didn't do, but again, a lot more regrets that they didn't get to achieve certain things because either they gave up on their dreams or the situations in their life just caused them not to be able to achieve those dreams, or they probably didn't meet the right people, or they didn't read the right books, or they didn't watch the right videos, or they just never took action, or they had a fear of succeeding. There's many different reasons why people don't succeed. Sometimes they don't want to succeed. Like they just are scared. What's going to happen if I succeed? Is everybody going to be on me for money? Is everybody going to be on me for business? Is everybody going to be thinking I'm a big shot just because I've succeeded? And a lot of times those fears cause us not to push and not to think big. We just think small and stay in our box, which is okay. If that's comfortable for you, do what you got to do. I'm not judging anybody. If that's what you want to do what works for you. But again, I want to make sure that in my life, no regrets. You got to make sure, I don't know how long I'm going to live, so I try and do as much as I can. And again, I got 4 children and a wife. I got to make sure as a man, I take care of business and I make sure that I'm constantly achieving and succeeding and pushing forward because, again, my kids are depending on me, right? They didn't ask to live and they definitely want someone to take care of them, and that's our responsibility. So as a man, I believe that man is a provider, man is also a protector, and also a priest of his house. So pretty much you're the protector, you're the one that's supposed to take care of your family, protect them, and also pray for them and shield them because they're looking for you for protection, right? So at the end of the day, I'm a man, you do what you want to do, but I'm believing that's what I want to do or what I should do as a man. And again, I'm not judging anybody, you do what works for you. But again, I'm here to help others succeed and share my story and my experiences with you. So yeah, that was my day pretty much. So we saw a location down there, but again, it's a lot of money. Like $5,000 a month just for half a trailer is a lot. But again, Toronto rent is Toronto rent. Like if that location was anywhere else in the city, it might even be more, right? It's just because this guy's up and coming and he kind of knows that if he gets somebody to come in that location, it's going to be hard. It's going to be really hard. So at the end of the day, he's going to be like, you know what? I'm going to drop it at $5,000 a month, and hopefully in the summertime, they'll be able to make that back. But again, when you're in business, you pretty much hear everything in the business. You're the bottle washer, you're the plate washer, the dishwasher, you're the cook, you're the server, you're the cleaner. Like you're the one doing everything, and you're the one making the money and counting the money and bringing it to the bank and spending it buying supplies and buying food, and you're everything in the business. So a lot of times in business, you have to map it out. Like he even said that there was a person that actually started 3 weeks ago and gave up. Like somehow they only had enough money, I guess, for 2 months and now they're done already. So you have to be really careful about what you do when you're starting a business, because at the end of the day, you don't want to be holding the bag after a couple of months, because most times in businesses, most businesses for the first 6 months to a year, maybe even 2 years, you don't make a profit. Like you might make enough money to maybe cover your overhead, and then after that, like you might have a little money to buy food, but you're really not making a killing in the first 2 years in business, depending on what the business is and what you're doing, right? So at the end of the day, running your business is very hard, but definitely there's big goals that you can hit and big achievements that you can hit if you run the right business and it succeeds. So again, that's a little bit of my day. We just got back now, and I said, you know what, let me get a video out to you guys. I'm gonna try. I'm tired. Like I said, family of 6, especially family with 4 children, you definitely have to make sure that you get enough sleep, right? So I'm gonna go to sleep soon. Just gonna post this video for you guys. Hope you guys appreciate it. Again, share and subscribe to my page if you like this video, and I'll send you out some more stuff. And then we actually went to a birthday party. A friend of ours, our family friend, had a birthday party downtown, and that was pretty amazing. We enjoyed ourselves and had a good time, and might post some pictures on my Facebook page for you guys to see. Maybe even post them on the YouTube page too. And you can see some of the food that we ate. It was really good. We had some salmon, we had some chicken, we had rice, we had mistral soup, I think. It was really good, mistral soup, with a lot of vegetables in it and stuff like that. And minestrone, I think, yeah, that's what it's called, my bad. And anyways, it was really good. You know, I'm a guy that loves his food, you know, especially if it's different cuisines and stuff like that. I'll try something. If it's too exotic, I won't do it. Like if it's like octopus or something, no, I won't do it. My wife actually got me to eat sushi years ago, where I didn't grow up on it. And one day we went out for sushi, and I'm like, what is this? And they're like, it's sushi. And I'm like, I don't know what this is, but it's grown on me. There are times, I know there's some people out there say that there's a lot of pesticides in sushi and stuff like that, but I don't know. If it's cooked, I'll eat it. There's times where I do eat it when it's a little bit raw. But again, like, it's funny because people say that it's not good for you. Meanwhile, a lot of Japanese people eat it and they live till they're like 100. So like, I'm looking at it thinking to myself, a lot of times when people say, yo, this might not be good for you and that might not be good for you, sometimes you have to look into it, because a lot of times the people then that be talking about health food and all this stuff, they end up dying in their 50s and 60s and 70s. And then the dudes that be like eating everything and smoking, and well, not smoking, but eating everything and not really that in shape, they live until they're like 80 and 90. And you're like, yo, they have some really good genes or something, because I don't understand how this person's living this long. But again, it is what it is, you know what I mean? I don't judge anybody the way they live. I just want to make sure that I live long, hopefully God willing, and I take care of my body. That's why I run. That's why I try and eat in moderation. Like, I'll try different things, and yes, I do eat fast food. And yes, you know, maybe for the new year I might try change up my diet a little bit. But at the end of the day, you know, I want to enjoy my life and eat what I want. You know what I mean? Like, I know when people get into their 40s, 50s, and 60s, they might change it up a little, change up their diet, and which I might do that too. Um, but let's see how it goes. You know, I mean, I'm not here to judge anybody. I'm not here to coach anybody as and say, oh, you need to do this and you need to do that. I think you need to try this. And it's more like, no, take care of your own life. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of times people want to give advice, but like, their life is not in the right way. Like, it's weird sometimes, but you know, at the end of the day, I just do what I got to do, take care of my family and my kids, and with God's help, get the job done. Yes, I do go to church, and yes, I am a Christian. But again, I'm not judging you. Whatever you feel your faith is and whatever is working for you, go with it, because yeah, there's some people that are say they're Christian and they don't live right, and there's some people that do. So you know what I mean. I'm not here to judge you. Only God can judge you. If Yeah, that's the way it is. So again, I hope you guys like this content. Love what I'm sharing. We just got back. Like I said, we got to take the subway back to Yorkdale, and then we have to drive all the way back home. So you know, I'm on the grind. And again, that's the way life is sometimes. Sometimes you guys got to do what you got to do and get the job done. I hope you guys are ready for 2025. It's in a couple days. It's almost the end of the year. Hope you guys have been doing a lot of different planning for the new year, 10-year plan and stuff like that. If you guys need any assistance, DM me, message me. I got my email there. I got my contact. You know, I'm here to help the masses. Again, you guys know I help people with the finances and stuff like that. So that's an option too. And again, if you guys are looking to invest, like, it's so easy to find stocks nowadays. You can just talk in your phone, go to Google and ask what stock price today is for Google, or what stock price is today for Apple, and it come up on your phone. And then you can use like Wealth Simple, you can use many different websites and just invest your money right there and buy the shares in a company and stuff like that. So again, in the new year, if you guys want to hit me up with that, I got some stocks that you can look at, got some tips you guys can look at. But again, at the end of the day, you got to do your own due diligence. You got to do your own research when you're investing. But again, if you want to start working one day, definitely get into investing. Definitely don't just save your money, but invest it, make it grow. And then again, if you guys want to make any changes in your life, you want to do something different, you want to get some different results, sometimes you got to make a change. You got to do something different in your life. And I'm here to help the masses again, like I said. So again, if you guys like this content, you like the way I'm talking, you like the way I'm sharing, I'm here to build this community and connect with you in the new year. All right, take care, keep pushing, don't give up, believe in yourself. This is Mark Johnson. I'm running Maverick, Money Maverick, and Active Debt, signing off. All right, take care.